What's up, everyone? I am Lane Mack, and in this video, I'm going to go over some common mistakes that I see in Facebook ads for landscaping and concrete companies. I have seen it time and time again where a company launches Facebook ads by themselves, and after a week or two, they really haven't seen any results, and they say, okay, Facebook ads suck. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. When in reality, there was probably just a couple key things in their Facebook campaign that were wrong, and if they would have fixed those, they would have been getting amazing results. So the purpose of this video is to give you some guidance on what not to do in your Facebook campaigns so that you can see good results and that you can get more leads and more revenue for your business. All right, so to get started, the first mistake that I see and the most common is a bad creative. The creative is the media that is shown to your audience on the ads. So this is going to be either the picture or a video. Now, the first piece of advice that I have is do not use stills or just pictures themselves. The reason behind this is that almost everybody just uses pictures. It's not that captivating and they're often not that eye grabbing, whereas a video is more likely to catch the viewer's attention and to really be able to show off your work. So, if you want to perform better than all the other landscaping ads out there, I would highly suggest taking videos. And there's specific types of videos that I suggest, but using videos in general is going to be much better than just using pictures. If you don't have any videos, I would suggest start taking them during your projects, before, during, and after of your projects you're doing. But you can get by with pictures, and if you want some advice on that, you can reach out to me. But I would suggest start getting videos as soon as you can. Okay, the second mistake with creative is low quality footage or pictures. Basically, if your videos or pictures don't look good, if they look low quality, people are just going to automatically assume that you do low quality work in general. Usually your iPhone is going to be good, or your whatever phone you have, whatever smartphone is going to take good pictures and videos, but make sure the lighting is good, the videos are smooth, they're not shaky, all those kinds of things. So if you have high quality ads, people are going to assume you do high quality work. And finally, a big mistake is not showing the final product. That's really what people want to see is they want to see their dream outcome. And that's what's going to inspire them to click on your ad and become a client and a lead for your business. I think it's really good to show before and after because it shows the client in their current state and what they can potentially have. So that kind of triggers some, psychological things to happen for them to click on the ad and become a lead for you. So those are the three mistakes I see with creative. Moving on, there is problems with location targeting. So this is what areas are you showing your ad to? Like what geographical areas? So one problem is people who do too broad of targeting. So I live in Las Vegas. If I were to just type in Las Vegas on the Facebook Ads Manager under the targeting section, that would be a huge area, probably more than what my business would want to cover. I don't want to be driving clear across this big city to do some work. I'd rather be doing work in my local area. So other than that, there is ignoring local demographics. You are probably familiar with what areas in your city you would like to be working in, and those are the areas that you can specifically target in your ads. And you can also exclude certain areas. So that's something I don't see people do very often, is you can look at the map and say, okay, I know this area right here is maybe a low income area. I don't want to show my ad to them because they're not likely to become a customer. They don't have the budget for these landscaping projects I want to do. I know this area does have a big budget for the project, so I'm going to show my ads to them. So getting very specific with your targeting as far as your location will help your ads perform greatly. And if you don't do this, you're going to end up with a lot of leads from people that maybe want a new backyard but aren't serious about it, and they're not really going to put up the money to get the project done. So you'll probably get leads, but they won't be leads that turn into customers, which is what you really want. So I also see some problems with ad structure in general. Now, this is something that can get a little complicated, but if you set it up correctly, you can have a lot of success. So one thing people don't do very often is testing multiple creatives. Sometimes people will get one picture or one video and just upload that as their ad. Now, what that doesn't give you the option to do is optimize. So if you test multiple creatives, let's say you take 3 different videos or edit 3 different videos and put all 3 up as ads. After a month, you can look at what video did the best, what video did not do well, and maybe one got like no leads and one got all of them. You could realize, okay, that video is what is inspiring people to click on the ad. Let's delete the video that didn't work, duplicate this one, and run some other tests on that video to see what's best. This way, over time, you can really lower your lead cost and get more leads and just have better ads in general. So that ties into poor campaign organization a little bit. So kind of the key concepts behind this is your campaign is basically for what service you want to provide, landscaping, or maybe specifically for concrete. The ad groups are going to be what different areas and interests you're targeting, and the ads are going to be the different pieces of creative that you have. So if you want to test different locations of your city to see what's more receptive, you can split those up into ad groups. If you want to test some broad targeting and some interest targeting, you can split those up into different ad groups, and that's kind of how you can organize your campaign to perform the best. Another common mistake is people just do no targeting at all. They just kind of skip past that. Maybe they only have their city, they don't put in any interests. And this will just show your ads to anybody and everybody, even like 18-year-olds that are on Facebook. And I don't think if you are a landscaper or want to do concrete work, you're probably not going to want your ads to be shown to 18-year-olds. They don't likely own a house or have the budget to have a backyard renovation. So maybe you want to adjust your budget to 30 and up or something like that. So having good targeting, good campaign organization, and testing multiple creatives is key, and that's what will get you high performing ads. So ad budget is a common topic of discussion. People don't ever really know or ever really seem to know what ad budget should they use. I know back in the day, people were running like $5 a day Facebook ads, which seemed to work back then because there was less competition. But nowadays, since there's more people on Facebook, the budgets need to be a little bit higher. A rule of thumb that I see is you want to be doing at least $10 a day per ad. So if you're testing three different ads, so three different videos, you want to have it at least $10 per video on that ad. So I typically run the budget at an ad group level. So if I know that ad group has three ads, that ad group is going to have a $30 a day budget at a minimum. It could be $100 a day. It's really up to you. But having an ad budget that's too little, for one, you just won't be getting many leads, and two, you won't be able to get enough information to optimize your ad campaign. Now, if your ad budget is too high, um, you could have a problem with too many leads coming in. You can't handle it. That might not be a problem for everybody, but you need to kind of look at, okay, how many leads can I handle a month? How many do I think I can close out of those, and how many jobs I can do? So if you want advice on what budget to run, I can help you out with that. A common mistake also is never adjusting your ad budget. You likely don't want to just set it and forget it forever. You're going to want to be adjusting your ad budget according to your business's needs. So let's say you start off with $50 a day, and at the end of the month, you received maybe, let's say, 50 leads, and that was really good for you. Or maybe it was even too much. Maybe you overbooked yourself. Okay, the next month you can run down to $30 a day. Or maybe you have the teams to take on more projects and you have a sales rep to handle those leads. You can double your budget and try and get 100 leads for the next month and do $100 a day. So you should be able to, constantly look at your business and the leads coming in and change the budget according. Also, if you're doing good optimization for your ads, you should be able to lower your budget if you need because your lead cost is getting lower. So the third mistake is ignoring cost per lead. If you are running an ad that's getting like a $150 cost per lead, that's probably not good. And you probably need to look at that number and in that situation, you wouldn't want to adjust your budget. You would want to adjust your ads. If that's the case, you're probably missing something in your creative, your targeting, or your ad structure that is causing you to get such a high cost per lead. But you need to look at your cost per lead and understand, okay, maybe you're getting $50 per lead. How many leads can you afford at that price, or how many do you want to be getting at that price? These are all things you need to take in consideration when setting your ad budget. So finally, there is lead collecting. So one thing I see right now is people commonly use lead forms. This is like a built-in form within Facebook that collects the person's lead. This isn't bad, but I've just seen some cases recently where a lot of fake and like irrelevant leads come in through those forms, maybe from like some weird bot things that go on, but lead forms don't always have the best results. They are easy for people to fill out, which is good, but I kind of have some tricks that make other things easier for the customer. So lead forms, I would not suggest them. I would suggest using the messaging platforms like Messenger. So another mistake is a slow response time to your leads. When someone messages your company or opts in to become a lead, that means in that moment in their brain, they're thinking, okay, I would like to have some work done by this company on my own. Now that mindset might change. They might change their mind in an hour or two. So if you can immediately respond or respond as quick as you can, you're likely to catch that person that's still in the mindset of, okay, I want to get this done, and you're much more likely to be able to close a deal. So having a quick response time is super important. Slow response time you'll lose a lot of those leads. Finally, lead qualification. You don't want to be getting leads that are not qualified to basically work with your company. So if someone wants a really, really small project done that you're not willing to do, or maybe even a bigger project that you're not able to do, you need to be able to qualify the leads, ideally within the ads themselves, but if not, after they've given you the information, um, but if not, before they give you their information. So these are the common mistakes I see with Facebook ads. If you address these things in your ads and can fix them, you're likely to have some very good results. Get basically as many leads as you want. I see Facebook as like an infinite pool of leads. You just gotta do the work, go get them. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'll get back to you and help you out. Thank you.